Alright, and welcome back to my channel, everyone. This is your boy FlyIsland guy. Today we're in Bermuda. That's where we last landed, in on air. And so we're going to be heading over to, heading up to Newfoundland today. So, as I told you guys before, we're continuing our ferry leg from down in the Bahamas all the way over to Europe. Well, that's not the leg, but that's the entire trip. So this pretty much means that we have to take the plane all the way up the east coast of the United States and then take that long trip over the northern Atlantic over to Europe. So luckily, as I mentioned before, I was having a bunch of issues with the CJ4 since Sim Update 5, and by pretty much going through and totally like wiping the Flight Simulator cache and reinstalling Flight Simulator, that was the only thing that kind of got everything working back in the CJ4 again. So today we are back in action. And here's the CJ4. For some reason the rudder is kind of kicked off to the left a little bit, so not sure what's going on there. Hopefully that doesn't cause issues. I really hope not. I feel like that probably will. But yeah, we should be good to go for today. So I'm going to hop into the cockpit and we're going to get the plane started, and we are going to get into the air, folks. Alright. Just double checking the rudder right there. Looks like it's straight now. And yep. Yeah, it's good to go. Alright. So we're pretty much ready to get the aircraft started. I've loaded up the flight plan already. We are going to be heading up to 45,000 feet today, which I think is the service ceiling for this aircraft. I don't know why the SimBrief always seems to kind of put the cruise for this aircraft all the way up to the ceiling or near it. But I haven't had too much issues in the aircraft flying up there, which is good.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
So we'll see how things go today and go from there. I'm just kind of glad that everything's working. As you could see, lower menu, like all of these buttons weren't working before. So I'm glad to see them working. Tested these guys as well. Most of these are working too, so I think we're pretty much in a good place now. I also put in started adding back some of the liveries, like the Gen 2 livery. That one has actually been updated for Sim Update 5. So if you check my mods list, you'll be able to see all of the add-ons that I have right now that are currently installed, and the ones that are currently installed, which ones are actually updated or compatible with Sim Update 5. Let's get the second engine started. Unfortunately, with reinstalling Flight Simulator, that means that I have to set up all of my wing views. I'm going to have to do that for all the aircraft that I fly. Some are easier than others. This one was one of the tougher ones. But here's our brand new wing view. Kind of noticed it'll probably be best for me to push the camera more outside the cabin, just for better views. And this will probably be a lot closer to what you see if you like really press your face up against the window. What isn't working right now, so I've heard, is the key binding for the spoilers still does not work. Minor things though, because this plane is actually pretty easy to slow down anyway, so not really too worried about that. It's just tough to land the plane and then look down and switch on the lever. So we'll get the air conditioning on for everyone. Oops. Avionics fully on. Flight director will dial in 45,000. There we go. Honestly, don't have to do it all in one go now, but nah. All my emergency lights, standby display on. Barometer is synced. Cool. So let's do that. Terrain radar, weather radar. Alright, and yeah, that should be it. Make sure we are in. Yeah, make sure we're in FMS mode. Just kind of switch it out, switch it back in, because I feel like sometimes I have some issues with that. Should be all set though. Got a bunch of traffic around us as well. When I was looking in the sky, when I was outside, I saw a whole heap of traffic all around us. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm just gonna double check one more thing. I keep forgetting where to go to see kind of how long your flight is. There's a flight log. Fuel management, maybe? Nope. Alright. I'm gonna take some time to find out where that is. I know it's around here somewhere. I just never know where to look. Status. Yeah, I keep forgetting where to look to find that. I've bumped into it before though. Okay, that's not a big deal. Okay. Legs page is up. I think we're good to go, so just for old time's sake, because it's been so long, I'm gonna go ahead, trigger the long passenger briefing, and sorry, and we'll get going, folks.
May I have your attention, please? Welcome aboard the Citation CJ4 aircraft. Your flight crew will make every effort to make your trip a pleasant one. At this time, please refer to the passenger briefing card located near your seat for important safety-related information. Smoking is prohibited aboard this aircraft, while the no smoking lights are illuminated and prohibited in the lavatory at all times. Aviation regulations require passenger compliance with lighted no smoking and seatbelt signs, placards, as well as flight crew instructions. For taxi, takeoff, and landing, Please ensure that your lap belt and shoulder harness are fastened and all portable electronic devices are turned off. Tables, luggage, and loose articles must be stowed and secured. Seats must be in the upright and outboard position, and your headrest extended per instructions located near your seat. To fasten your lap belt, place the flat metal end into the buckle. Pull on the lap belt strap to tighten the lap belt. To fasten the shoulder harness, pull the shoulder harness strap across and in front of you and hook the metal end onto the stud located on your lap belt. To release your lap belt, depress the latch release on the top portion of the buckle. To release the shoulder harness, unhook the metal end from the stud. Because of the possibility of unexpected turbulence, please keep your lap belt securely fastened about you at all times while in your seat. In the event of cabin depressurization, oxygen masks will automatically drop from overhead compartment. Locate the nearest mask, pull the mask down to the full length of the tubing, and place it over your nose and mouth. Adjust masks by pulling the elastic straps and breathe normally. Don your mask prior to assisting others with their masks. An emergency exit is located at the right side of the aft cabin. To open the emergency exit, remove the plastic panel covering the release handle. Turn the handle in the clockwise direction. Pull the top of the emergency exit inward, lifting the base out of the opening and into the cabin. Discard the emergency exit overboard. Exit the cabin by stepping through the opening onto the wing and continue forward off the wing. The main entry door, which you use to enter the aircraft, may also be used as an emergency exit. To open the main entry door, first push in on the inner paddle located above the inner handle. Second, pull down on the inner handle approximately 90 degrees. Push the door open and lower the stairs to exit the aircraft. Life vest locations are placarded near your seat. To don the life vest, tear open the storage bag and remove the vest. Place the life vest over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist, buckle, and tighten the strap. For children, wrap the belt around a leg, buckle, and tighten the strap. Inflate the life vest after exiting the plane by pulling downward on both red tabs. If the life vest fails to inflate, blow into the manual inflation tubes attached to the vest. For information on the location and use of fire extinguishers, as well as other emergency or survival equipment, refer to your passenger briefing card or consult your flight crew. Thank you, and have a pleasant flight.
Alright, passenger briefing is done. I decided to do that because we have, sorry about that, we have a fairly long taxi down to runway 30. It's kind of interesting what they do with the traffic here. It's kind of like they have aircraft like randomly scattered all over the airport, which isn't really how Bermuda's set up. I mean, you only really find like big aircraft in maybe 2 locations at the airport, and one of them is where most of your passenger aircraft are, and then the rest is maybe if some kind of special airline comes in, or somebody, you know, like the army or something like that there. They'll park actually kind of down here where these aircraft are, or maybe over where the private jets park. But you don't really see them just kind of scattered all over the place like that. So I just realized, I didn't just realize, but I can see that I'm not getting the best frame rates today. It's a little unfortunate. But once again, as I said before, previous video, definitely. I normally try and restart my computer before each flight, just to kind of make sure I get the best performance. Not sure why that JetBlue aircraft is like a Cessna. That's kind of weird. Pretty much good to go. See no traffic out here. We're just gonna go ahead and get lined up on the runway. I can tell you for sure planes are never over here. This isn't even a part of the airport that's used like that. Okay, we're gonna get our strobes on, landing lights on. We can just do the steady ones today. I'm not gonna worry with the pulsing ones. Gonna go takeoff mode. Gonna fly runway heading anyway to that VOR. So sync up our heading, and we can actually flick it on. All right, takeoff time, folks. Parking brakes off. Takeoff mode, and our rotate speed is 101, which we're going to get to very quickly. And rotates.
Airborne time log.
Alright, gear up. Let's just have a quick look outside. Good look left. Really high right now. Gonna go back to the climb tent. Just enjoy the view of Bermuda on our way out. Looking amazing. Just want to keep an eye on my speed real quick. Do not get this view too often. Full view of Bermuda. Alright. Take a risk and try and do a quick screenshot. Okay, my nose is like way too high just now. It's all good though. Alright, so let's turn the autopilot on and let's go into flight level change mode. Alright. And we'll get nav mode as well. See, I wonder if it's an issue where kind of take too long to go into nav mode or what. I'm not too sure what it is, but it's kind of happening again where I try to engage nav mode and nothing happens. Yeah, not sure what's going on there. Pretty much every time this happens, I just kind of click around until just kind of click around until it starts working.
Autopilot.
Yeah, that is weird. So let's go heading there. So we're going to try and get back on the flight path, or near the flight path, and then I'll engage, I'll try and engage nav mode there. Let's see how far off we are as well. Okay, not too far. Favorite view, and we're piercing through the clouds. Beautiful. So we should be coming above the clouds soon, hopefully. There we go. Awesome. So I wonder if, you know what it could be? It's not that the nav mode isn't working. I wonder if this is kind of like with ILS where you have to kind of maybe intercept it at a specific angle. I'm not sure. So nope, still not doing it. Who knows? Anyway, so just checking out the weather. It looks like overall the good rain gods, they made sure that We have pretty good weather on the way. Let me just bring up. It looks like this isn't moving. Maybe it's just moving slowly. I don't know. I'm gonna try one other thing, which is to go. Oh no, that's moving. Alright, there we go. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, the rain gods have blessed us as far as this trip's concerned. So we're leaving from down here in Bermuda, just right there, and we are going to be heading up right. I don't know Newfoundland that well, but should be. Let me just double check. So Gander, Newfoundland is right there. It's right in front of my face. I didn't see it. So we're going to be heading here. So the plan is that we're going to leave Newfoundland and we're going to probably head up. I'm going to say probably up here in Greenland somewhere. And we're just going to kind of take little hops across. And if you could pick up some jobs on air along the way, that'll be good. But if not, then that's cool too. The main thing is just to kind of get into Europe safely. This first leg is going to be pretty long. 865 nautical miles. I know that there was another waypoint in between these two, but for some reason SimBrief, instead of giving me the actual waypoint name, it just gave the coordinates, so I couldn't add it in. So I think that's why we're looking at an almost 900 nautical mile jog to the next waypoint. Overall though, I'm glad everything is back and working. It's been a bit of a pain in the butt. I'm just used to kind of hopping into the plane and flying, but FS 2020, had other plans, so. But this little aircraft has some good little range, but so checking SimBrief, I just kind of went with the full like block fuel, so we're pretty much flying on a full tank, or close to a full tank. It's about 86%, and that's supposed to cover any incidentals, you know, if we have to go to our alternate, plus I think it's like 30 minutes contingency fuel, that sort of thing. So we're pretty much good overall, and it should overall be a pretty smooth flight all the way up there. But yeah, man, I'm just glad like everything's working, because I was getting pretty desperate there for a while. Anyways, folks, I'll come back with a quick update once we reach our cruise altitude, and I'll keep you posted from there. Alright, this is your boy FlyIsland Guy. I am out. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have started our descent into Gander in Newfoundland, and I wish I could say that it was without incident, but pretty much what happened was I can't tell you what happened, but my aircraft just started losing insane amounts of speed. Basically almost went into a stall when I was at cruise altitude, so had to descend down a little bit. So I had to descend a little bit, went down to 38,000, and still wasn't rocky there for a little while. And anyway, after all that, had to shut off live weather, and that seemed to have calmed things down a little bit, which sort of sucks. I did read some kind of bug about that. I thought it was fixed though. I don't know if this is the same thing, but it is what it is. So right now we are heading down. Just got a nice wind view of the clouds right now. And let's just look at our approach that we're doing currently. So we are doing the RNAV 2-1 approach, I believe, into, actually let me double check that. Yeah, RNAV 2-1 approach. So our approach right now is basically going to take us to the CQX VOR, which is the VOR at the airport. Pretty much going to hit that VOR, and then we're going to head out to Verdi, and then we're just going to make a right turn and loop back towards the runway. I know the terrain around here is pretty flat, so we're going to have a nice little scenic view of the surrounding area on the way down. If you've looked at one of my previous videos, you should know already what it's going to look like. A lot of trees. That's pretty much Eastern Canada in a nutshell for you. So yeah, should be a pretty easy approach. Hoping we don't bump into anything too crazy. Let's head back up to the flight deck to see what's going on. Alright, so we are at 17,500. So what I was doing before I got distracted, just want to get ourselves all set up for approach. Just checking out the temperature, well, the weather at CYQX right now. Even though we're not going to get the live weather, I do want to get the altimeter. And we go to approach. Air temperature right now I can't believe this. Yikes. Really? Did not know the weather got up that high in Newfoundland. Weather right now is 29 degrees C, which is almost almost 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Actually, I think right now we are in a bit of a heat wave over here in Eastern Canada. I know it's kind of warm here as well, and the humidity is also pretty high. The altimeter is 1016. And we'll set the altimeter up here as well, which is 30. 01. Seeing a lot of weird shimmery things going on with the clouds, which is another one of those flight simulator bugs that have been plaguing us for a long time now. There's still yet to be a fix for it. I know some people have been talking about adjusting the what is it? I forget what it is. It's a setting that kind of makes things a little less sharp. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to the day when this stuff gets sorted out. I also believe as well I really should restart my computer because I'm seeing a lot of like stutters and stuff when I move the camera around. It is what it is though. As much as I love the coolness or the cool factor of an ILS approach, today we're going to be doing the RNAV approach. It's fine by me. It allows me to really kind of enjoy the surroundings a little bit more. RNAV approach is what I call the set it and forget it approach, because it really just following your flight plan until the final approach fix. So just glad that my CJ4 is back up and running to its full and sexy potential, and just hoping that things in the sim will start to kind of, I don't know, the kinks will kind of get worked out eventually. Up until sim update 5, I mean, things were going pretty smoothly for me, so I was kind of happy where things were. Sim update 5 came in like a wrecking ball, and that was the end of that. So, don't know. We are heading up to the YQX waypoint now, but the cloud cover is pretty heavy, so it's kind of difficult to really see anything on the ground. So I'm curious about that. And as I said, I know we're not doing live weather. I don't really know how things go. Like if you turn off live weather, if it just kind of keeps things how they were when you were landing, or sorry, how to keep things how they were before you shut it off, or does it default to whatever manual setting is there? Like I think right now it's just kind of like fair weather. I don't know. But, this cloud's not looking too good right now. Let's check the other side. Also set up another sort of wing view as well, which is in front, kind of gives us more to look at. You can imagine if you could press your face up against the glass, this is what you'd see. Alright, so it looks like we're starting our turn towards the initial approach fix. So if we bring up Navigraph, yep. Actually, I did not see that there. So yeah, this is the VOR at the airport. So now we're heading out towards Verdi. We have crossed through 10,000, so our landing lights can come on. And next, We can go over and send over our approach speed and our VRF. Let's go ahead and get these guys on there. I was trying to click it. That guy. Oops. Minimums right now at the airport for this RNAV approach is 704 feet. So that is feels so good to have this stuff back again. 700 feet will do. Alright, so we got a minimum set as well. So we're pretty much good to go. Oof, these clouds are looking El Terrible. I don't even want to look at them. That's how bad they look right now. Alright, let's brief our passengers that we're going to be landing soon. That's the wrong thing.
May I have your attention, please? We will be landing shortly. Please turn off all portable electronic devices, snow tables, secure luggage, and loose articles. Return your seat to the upright and outboard position. Extend your headrest and fasten your lap belt and shoulder harness. After landing, please remain in your seat with your lap belt and shoulder harness securely fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop in the parking lot. Thank you.
The clouds look like that. That just looks bad. Alright, so passengers have been briefed. We're getting a little bit of turbulence coming through the clouds. But we should be coming through these clouds very soon. I'm also just gonna like knock out our flaps. Put those at 15 degrees. Check the cockpit, make sure everything's all good. Everything's all good. Back to the wing view. Absolutely nothing to look at outside. Probably not a good idea just to be staring at the staring at the wing like that. Alright.
Landing gear.
Flaps 35 and gear down. And still nothing to look at outside. Oof. It's never a good sign. Seeing anything, and my frame rates are tanking. See a whole ton of stutters. There we go. Everything's good. So on our way to the final approach fix. Just gonna truck on approach mode. Just as the force when we're ready. I thought we were gonna have something to look at, but we have nothing to look at.
Altitude.
Good sign. 1,000 feet. Nothing to see. Airport should be pretty much straight ahead. Looks like the glide path is active. Even outside there's no runway. Gonna be interesting, folks. Will this be the first go around / diversion? We shall see. Still absolutely no visibility. None at all. And the runway is in sight. Alright, when we get to minimums, I'll take over. Looks like we have a straight on headwind, which is good. Alright, so things have cleared up considerably now. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect
Wind
the autopilot.
180 at 8 knots.
Autopilot.
Back up just a little bit. Yeah. Let's bring this guy back up. Right.
Minimums.
Gonna continue. Kind of very right on the runway. Alright, let's see if we can not bounce it this time. Gonna try and grease it as much as I can.
Landing time log.
Alright. We are down. Got the nose bouncing over the face. Oh god. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gander International, or just welcome to Gander in general. I did not expect this weather at all. Landing lights and strobes can come off. Oops. Flight director can come off. Now, where is the terminal? I think it's on our left here. If I remember seeing it correctly. Yes. Now, this is a third-party scenery. If you remember last time I was here, there was basically no buildings at this airport. It was pretty much just straight tarmac. So this is a scenery. It's gonna be in my it's going to be in my add-ons document, which is always linked in the description of all my videos. Oof. I should have really restarted my computer. Alright, I don't normally do this, but I think I'm just gonna pull straight up to the terminal. There's anybody that's been to Gander Airport, like curious to know how accurate this is. Let's put into the spot here. Because I think this is a spot. Alrighty, folks.
Engine off time log. Flight is finished. It has been monitored by on air.
So this was a cool flight. Let's see, did I leave any lights on this time? I did not. Go me. So yeah, this is a very, very cool flight. Kind of wish I had better performance and stuff. Like, I don't know, my computer was kind of, I don't know if it's my computer or the sim, but like things were pretty laggy and stuttery this whole time. But hope you guys got the general gist and you enjoyed it overall. The European tour continues. Next flight, as I mentioned, we should be going from here in Gander over to Greenland. So we'll see how things go. Well, that's the plan, at least. May or may not go that way. And I'm not surprised at all by the weather. It's especially I found around here, especially when it gets really warm and stuff during the day. Well, especially in the mornings, you kind of get like a lot of fog, and so it's pretty common for summertime here out in Eastern Canada. And I can imagine in Newfoundland the daily temperature range is pretty high, so that would lead to a little bit of nasty weather as well, or not so good weather. So we'll see how things go. But in the meantime, thank you very much for checking out my channel, and to the regular subscribers, it's good to see you guys again, and looking forward to the next video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and to everyone, stay safe, and most of all, stay fly. I'm out.